It's morning walk around and it's not raining, which is unusual it seems. Hello birdie. Yeah, bucketed down overnight as usual. So let's see what they're up to over here. Floor treatment continues. Let's have a look in the buff. Well, the toilet's been removed temporarily it seems. That's interesting. We have tiles around the bench, the basin, but we have a spare one there that didn't get used apparently. So rendering that wall up there nicely, and this guy with a hatchet, what he's doing is giving the surface a bit more texture so that a fresh lot of render can stick. Because what was there was buggered up by rainfall when it was not dry. And tiling continues obviously. So what they're doing here is making some plates to tie the crane rails back to the support columns. So it's an Aldi mallet and a centre punch that I bought a set of centre punches because I figured that we needed them. And that's the Aldi drill press part of work. It's the after lunch check-in. Hasn't rained recently. But the sky looks like it could at any moment. Things are fully charged and the batteries in the front, so that's good. Let's go over and see where... yes. What you see over there is depth bars for adding a bit of extra concrete or render on the front porch there. So we're just going to bring the level up a little bit to the level of the front lip on the down side of that slope at the front. So then we'll have to add some more concrete out here, otherwise that edge is going to get crumbled by the compact truck loader when we drive over it. Always, yes. Water, yes.
Dan misal, itu pernah nih patung wajar.
Well, that's a little bit disturbing. I don't quite know why they've got water coming through the step like that, whether they've bored a hole or what. But we don't want that coming in. So this bit that was rain affected is now being done undercover in preparation for the next lot of rain. And we're going to get another layer along this apron at the back. Well, I've been doing some work on the rails. So we have end plates on 4 and not on both ends, so this would be the centre for the rails, so they'll bolt end to end, so that's good, as long as they make that joint there smooth so that the wheels will roll over it. And they've welded a plate into the end of the cross rail, a few welds along it, so that'll be nice and strong. So that's good. And there's our side plates, and this is the brackets that will bolt onto the sides of the columns underneath the rails to tie the columns, the rails and the columns together. Well, it looks like the pit is fully rendered, sides and bottom, but there is still this little pipe through the step, which is dripping frequently. So I don't know what the purpose of that is, but it'd be nice if that stopped. So this strip across onto the toilet and to the back door is what remains of the floor to be refined, apart from out the front here, where the level will be raised a bit. And hopefully Pregnant Cat is not going to decide to have kittens in my nice workshop. So we have additional boxes of the floor tiles. Got to redo the bathroom in their house as well with those, because they're non-slip, or less slippy than the slick ones we've got currently. Looks like rendering of the extra wall on top of the tank is completed. Tarps are still up on the west side of the tank to protect that new refinement along the top decoration. Haven't quite finished the back apron of the building at this point. A little bit more to do there. Looks like it's going to come this way as well, and presumably it'll go down between the tank and the wall as well. There's a car looking after his sheep. Hopefully we're not going to eat our trees. There's the west side of the little wall on top of the tank. I think there's going to be more white paint on the outside of the building by the sound of it. I actually have two grease guns. There's one there, sorry, three grease guns. There's one there and one there, and one in the lounge room. There's no way I'm giving the one in the lounge room to these guys, because here they are waiting for the rain on them. More tool abuse. Not happy. It's a Sunday morning walk around. Looks like we have a batch of render being made over there in the tub. And as was presumably mixing concrete for front porch there. And there's just about to add the concrete treatment. Well, I'm not quite sure what that is. It's some sort of waterproofing maybe. I think that's what I saw. And there's Ashley's birdie. Excited about something. There's a bit of a leak through the bearing at the chain end still. Not ideal. See what I can see when I get closer to the building. That's the plumbing for the hand basin and the toilet come out through the wall. That's interesting. There's a party over the distance, so they're having fireworks during the daytime. It seems a little bit less than optimal. I wasn't really that keen on spending extra money on paint for the outside, but it seems that I've been overruled. Got to get paint on the outside anyway. In the grand scheme of things, it's probably not that much. So this building with the off-grid solar on top of the gen set, it's probably going to end up costing me about $250,000, which is more than I kind of thought about spending originally. We have the front porch, and then we have the bit inside being done as well. And maybe a bit on top, back of the toilet there. The edges of the drainage here are all nice and smooth, apart from not looking at that edge there. I'm sure that'll get refined as well later. And they'll probably smooth out the bottom of it a bit too. I'm a bit worried about that drain coming out there. So this side is going to get nicely smoothed up too. We have a man working on top and a man working on top here. So how to cut a string. Here's a plan. Looks like this drill press has already earned its keep. Wow, sunny. It's after lunch and a bit breezy. But there's a lot of blue sky up there, which means it's going to be hot. But by the same token, the batteries on the off-grid system will be fully charged. The guys will be relaxing over there at the moment. Let's go and see what the current state is. Well, they've been working out of the back apron, so that's being prettied up. I've put down the extra lay out here on the front, apart from leaving a path through the middle, which makes a lot of sense. Well, the pit appears to still be dry at the bottom, which is promising. They've been prettying up the steps, and I see that little spout that was dripping water has gone away. This is good. We have the floor level and the toilet cubicle set. Just needs to be tiled now. There's that bit of plumbing that was done on the inside. And that one over there is a bit more subtle. And they've done the rendering up there too. And we have a door frame. And that big masonry built I bought back in Broadmeadows has turned out to be very useful for making holes through walls for piping. Poor old jerry can needs to be retired, I think, because you can see that it's sort of stressed a lot, stretched outwards by the pressure from inside, like it's sitting on its base and can't sit flat anymore. So I think we might just have to retire that one. Making a very nice canal. I just hope that this end doesn't end up too high relative to the outfall from the waste pipe. Because there's our waste pipe down there. I don't want water to sit in that, especially when it's full of fish offal. And Dadang's tank has acquired some plumbing. So there's a pipe feeding into it, and that wire there goes across to a float switch on the next quadrant. It's hot and sunny, but as ever, it's humid. That you see there is the condensation outlet from my lounge room air conditioner. It doesn't stop. Making progress with the crane trolleys. Cutting the first stainless steel axle shaft to length. So should be able to test that one and then use that one as a template to cut all the others to the same length. It's the evening walk around and we appear to have one of the trolleys half constructed. Interesting to see tomorrow what the simulation looks like. And being the afternoon walk around, it's time to go over and survey what's happened at the shed itself. We have new surface at the back here. I guess they'll put a smoother surface on that decorative strip along the top there. And I'm not sure about that little wall there. I thought that was going to go higher, but that might be the extent of it, just to stop the water washing off the end there. And they have patched that defect over the window. That makes me happy. So the back wall should all be good now, apart from this little bit here. Oh, the creek flow is way down on what it was previously. Funny thing is that if you look closely enough along this creek, probably you'll find a crocodile somewhere. I did actually spot one when I was going over one of the bridges on the way to Panambang one day. Only about 50 centimetres. And over in that direction there's people partying, which they did until about 12:30 last night too. It happens around here. Noisy place. We see a bit of an issue up here, but that metal I thought they were going to use is just flashing behind the bottom edge of the polycarbonate. They'll put that all the way up there, which is not what I wanted, so that'll have to be fixed. Because I want light to come in there. That was the whole point of that step. Otherwise we would have just a straight cable. Morning walk around, and you might spot the difference. Dadang's repainted his house. Dadang and Jabida are off to Panambang, taking my passport renewal application to the post office. We're still waiting on 2 of the 8 wheels, but at the moment they've got the trolley set up with 3 wheels each, just for testing purposes. So they've got rollers on the inside to track along the track. So they're just trying to set these rails up to the same width as in the workshop for now.
Yung pare ko, bukan na perubahan sing bobot kieu panikan po. Jadi bisa main.
So you can see this is not going to be a light train, and assembling it up in the air is going to be fun. Together.
Aku malah lupa si bos ya. Apa? Ampun apa.
Gua ada arah itu nih. Angker paling ngebot. Bulan gua.
Kind of think I might have to risk another one of my tools. I've got a big square, that 600 by 500 millimeter square, which might have to be brought down to.
Cool gitu mah.
Yeah, okay.
10.000, cool.
Ah, can I put braces on there? Nice. Yeah, well, this is getting long enough. There you do an upload, and realised I hadn't come over here yet this morning. But, more painting inside the lockup room, more tiling in the bathroom. All good. Still working on the canal. And now we're stacking bricks. Wonder what this is about. Maybe just cleaning up this area a bit. Oh, fixing up the trim along the eastern apron. This is something I've been hoping for, cleaning out of the canal. Well, they're doing more work up on top of the tank. So I think they're actually doing the top surface of the tank now. But I'm hoping we'll eventually get to the stage where we can start collecting water in there. But I'd better go and edit down and upload. This is going to get a bit long otherwise.